Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, it's Friday today. I hand over the reins to the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and they vote me in a map. Now, if you want to get involved in that, it's just $1 a month to become a BonBon buddy. Patreon.com/BonBonB. And you too can help inflict a map on the channel. Now, some maps are better than others. Remember, the pass mark is about 9 stars. Today's creator we have done twice in the past, and they've got 10 and 11 stars in those two maps. So, more than pass mark, yeah, we're talking good standards. And today's map is of the same ilk. It's a real life location, or a take on such. And you know what? It's very playable. Very nice. One minor grumble regarding playability, but you know me, I do like a grumble. And what do you like? What do you like? And that's right, you like hitting the like button, and when you do that, it really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people, and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thanks for your support. Today's map is San Mateo. Oh, it's Sant, I can't even read. San Mateo by Mytwo Centsworth. Love that name. Love it. Then you've got your start square, looks like that. River running across the top bit, a highway running along the bottom bit. Quite nice, gotta say. And looks flat too. There's your terrain heights, which proves that their area is a flat-ish area. Very nice. And then we'll have a little look at the resources. Big banks of things. Oil, fertile, ore. It's all there. Not much in the way of forestry, but it's there. If you want to do forestry, you can. You can always plant your own, I guess. Off to the workshop. It's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. There are a couple of bridges to subscribe to. I have subscribed to both. Don't worry, they are both there. And the Not So Rocky Hills map theme is in order today, and with no recommended LUT, well, you've probably already guessed it. The realistic 1.2, because, well, you told me that's the one I've got to use, so that's the one I'll be using. We might do another vote on that in a few weeks' time, just to see if it is still your LUT of choice. So keep an eye open. There'll be sometime in the next couple of weeks I'll probably ask you for a list of LUTs that you would prefer to see. But I kind of like the realistic 1.2 because it's very neutral. It doesn't take over. Yeah, if we went with really like average, it's a brilliant LUT, but it's possibly too brilliant. A little bit too contrasty, makes the maps probably look better than they deserve to, especially if you've got a weak map. Now this is not a weak map. This has got a real nice vibe to it. I've not checked the real life location terrain party, dear oh dear, Google Earth. I've not checked there to have a little look at the actual map, but I'll assume that there is a highway running along the top of this ridge in real life. Well, why wouldn't there be? Give you a really nice view of that. That's got to be an inlet. Now, if I remember rightly from the description, and this is a couple of days ago I actually read the description, I'm running behind in recording, I think the Pacific's actually off to the right. Not that bank of water on the left, but across the hills on the right. I think that's where they said the Pacific was. I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't really matter that much because it's outside of the 81 tiles. We'll never really know. It won't affect your gameplay at all. Like there's a dam there, and I like the water pumping already in place, so you kind of got that set. You have to buy up this way, of course, but you kind of already there. And over on the right hand side, we've already got a whole bank of the windmills up there, just generating a bit of power, or once again, ready to, if you want to go and access that. Now, intersections. It's big, it's bold, it's American. It's a little, possibly a little too bold for my personal preferences. It's just looks, I mean, aesthetically, it's a bit scraggly, but you look at it and you can't actually say that there's anything wrong with it. And because of that, well, there's nothing wrong with it. Merge lanes could be a little bit less poppy, but they're not too bad at all. There's a hint of jinky janky going on there, but it is a hint. It's not a full-on jinky jank. So again, you could let that go quite happily, and we'd just ignore it. Well, in fact, I'm going to do just that. because it's barely worth a mention. I've got a bigger issue with the intersection, and as I already said, nothing wrong with it really. Nothing wrong with it. There are some ugly intersections out there in the world. Have you got a favourite ugly intersection in real life? Because they are out there. They are out there. Just like you go, what the heck is that slip road doing? Where are you going with that? And yeah, why is it going at 45-degree angle? Very seldom you see those, isn't it? Anyway, heading down into the build plains. I would say floodplains, a coastal area. We've got just a huge amount of lovely buildable area here, and I think this is what makes the map. You've actually got like that defining mark where you've got the hills are beginning, and it's nice. This is a very nice feeling map. This is your start square. Very nice, yeah. Probably an asset in there somewhere. We'll stick an asset down there for an asset review. What do you think? Down here, we've got traffic lights. Now, this might slow your traffic down when you're starting up your city. Of course, you can remove the traffic lights, replace this with a roundabout, whatever you fancy doing. And somewhere over here must be something. Oh, hello, there it is. They built that quickly, didn't they? Okay, this is the Pearl Tower. I'm not even going to try I'm assuming that's Chinese rather than Japanese or Korean. Yeah, Pearl Tower by CM period. Oh, I hate how the kids say period. I must be missing something. It's popular culture of some description, isn't it? Factoids, because factoids while we're here. On today's date, the planet Uranus. How can you say that without giggling? Well, he's supposed to grow up, I guess. It's only been known for just over 200 years. It was discovered by Sir William Herschel on this day, the 13th of March, in 1781. So there we are. I was going to say happy birthday, Uranus, but I'm pretty sure that Uranus has had plenty of birthdays in the past. Stop giggling. Oh, you've heard the black holes. Never mind. Stop it. Moving on. Pearl Tower by CM. Amazing work. Lovely, 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 lovely work. Amazing. Lovely, 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 lovely. And amazing. Absolutely. Striking. Brilliant. Marvellous. Can't say anything more than that. Right, okay, anyway, we got highways running across the map here and there. And another one of these intersections that I look at it and go, it's not to personal taste. That's all. It might be an exact replication of real life, which is why I'm not going to mark it down. I don't like it. Just don't like the intersection. Mind you, it's got to be better than a vanilla cloverleaf. So there you go. Anyway, so we got highways and roads running across the map in logical places, so I can't fault those. They're all good. We got freely moving traffic, so that's all good as well. Yeah. We have over on the left hand side here. Say hello to the star of the show. It's the Essential Lighthouse. And then we'll carry on off into the ocean, and we have got some very nice custom bridges in today's map. Very, very nice custom bridges. Nice and tidy. Very, very nice and tidy. Allows shipping through the middle of that. I'm all with that. I'm all with that. And then over this way. This is why I'm pretty sure that's not the Pacific on the left, because in real life they wouldn't have built a bridge across the Pacific. Not yet. Maybe sometime in the future, when they've made friends with I don't know who's in the middle of the Pacific. Hawaii. When they've made friends with when the United States have made friends with Hawaii, all is forgiven. I'm kidding. I'm joking, of course. Anyway, we'll just do a little fly past everybody's favourite factory, and yeah, 2 rail lines. Like the mostly that the catenaries are aligned. There's 1 or 2 where there is an extra catenary thrown in for fun, but all told, I like that it's perfectly aligned. It's clean. You know, as rail lines go, this is just a clean rail line. I can't really say much more than that. There's nothing to say about it. It just runs across the length. It's kind of boring, but 2 rail lines, 1 for your passengers, 1 for your freight. Never shall the 2 entwine. And I get that. I think it works, doesn't it? I think it just works. So anyway, heading off now towards the fog. So what we'll do is we'll do an intermission. We'll probably do something relevant, because relevancy. And then when we come back, we'll have a guess. Do you reckon there are shipping routes on today's map? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll tell you if you're right in 20 seconds.
Are you bored with the standard vanilla bridges? Have you seen those lovely custom bridges but don't know how to use them? Ooh, very nice. Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Custom Bridges by BonBonB. Click the information button below.
Now, back to the shipping routes. We have, well, a sensible one. Tiny bit jinky janky on the shipping route, but shipping route jinky janky isn't really visible. It's especially minor jinky janky because you're not really staring at the ships and wondering if they'll do a wiggle. But with roads and highways, they are very, very visible indeed. So I don't mind that. And in terms of shipping routes, this one makes, well, all the sense in the world. So what we'll do is we'll just let this just dwindle across the water and off the end here. That's all good. I'm happy with that. Right, water flow. We have a lake up in the mountains, which is as good a water source as anything, I guess. And then this water then just leads down. It's gentle water flow. It is very gentle. Even where you think it's going to pick up a bit of speed, it doesn't really. And it just finds its way through. It's light water flow. It's perfectly adequate, probably. And you'll just need to find some more water before you can expand, of course. Of course, you can use water towers. Everybody keeps telling me water towers. But yes, of course you can do that. But I'll just sort of point that out. Custom assets as well. Of course you can. Anyway, we've got this spur of water here. And this is like the most dramatic part of the entire map. For visuals, I'm sure you'll be doing a lot of screenshotting from this area if you decide to play the map. And again, it's just very clean and tidy. Now you may notice with the trees, yeah, there's actually a couple of variants of trees missing. And that is a couple of missing subscriptions. I don't have them to hand. Do I have them to hand? The generic tree and the leafy tree set. There you go. Those two sets of trees are missing from the requirements list. And so we're missing a certain amount, if not a lot of foliage. Can't say for sure. Already recorded the show. Not going back recording the show again. But anyway, all very tidy. We've got over here, we've got some like swampland, reclaimed land, build an airport out here land. I'm not sure. Whatever you want to do with this. I quite like this. This is, again, very tidily done. Very hard, of course, to get the water to do exactly what you want to do. And I think this is pretty good water work, considering it just feels about the right depths and looks about right. So I can't mark that down either. It's a pretty solid map. Pretty solid map. Anyway, what do you think of this very solid map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. What do I think? Do you know what? I think it will sneak. I reckon this will sneak in one way or another. This will be one of the top 10 maps of our month. Okay, aesthetically, I kind of like the overall vibe of it. But do I think it's 4 stars? With the missing trees, it's hard to know. They may have made the difference. I'm calling this a very high 3 stars, bordering on that 4th star. Probably find the trees would have added. I'm going 3 stars. Detailing. Again, pretty reasonable standards throughout. But when you've got missing trees, they're not game breaking. It's not killing the map. Again, I can't go above 3 stars. Probably the missing trees might have made the difference. Certainly actually having them on the list would have done. 3 stars. Gameplay. I was very tempted by 5 stars for this one. I think there might be a bit of a traffic issue to start off with, but you can fix that because it's in the start square. Water flow might be a little bit light, possibly. I'm going a very commendable 4 stars for gameplay. San Mateo by Mytwo Centsworth. A very solid map. And again, in that 10, 11, pushing on towards 12 stars kind of category. It's pretty good. Pretty good. There's nothing... At 10, 11 stars as a very acceptable map, very playable map. You guys can consider that without, well, no issues at all. You can just take it on. It'll do you fine. Do you absolutely fine. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, for joining me for yet another What Map. One more What's Map coming up tomorrow. It's easy for me to say. And I'll see you then bright and early. Thanks for watching.